A lunatic in a mask just tried to kill us.
How cool is that? I mean, it's scary, obviously, but how cool?
What's wrong with you?
Low battery.
You home, sweetie?
We jumped out a window.
What was that?
We jumped out a window.
Jamal Finkley, BLACKTREE TV.
Are those flights?
These are LeBron somethings. Like
awesome.
The casual one.
They're nice.
Put them on what, thechung.com?
Maybe,
Okay.
if you're lucky.
Are we going? First, excellent movie. I told the directors I felt guilty about being my age and enjoying it that much. I mean, I know I was going to enjoy it, but it was like, I was like, wow, I'm really into this. One of the things I really liked about the movie is that the cast of diverse animated characters and voice actors just was seamless. It was not forced. It wasn't had to tell people that it was diverse. It just came across the screen. How refreshing was that to be included without having it to be forced, you know?
I mean, I think it's a direct reflection of the city itself. Like, if you've been, I grew up in San Francisco, and so to see this group of people is quite normal. And I'm glad that they, you know, reflected that and you know, made it into this film, because it's nice to not have to question, you know, any of the choices, and it's natural.
It just is, yeah. And I like the fact, we were trying to figure out what kind of accent Honey would have, and one time I would go in with an accent, another time I wouldn't, and then we figured out that when she says Hiro, it was gonna be in Spanish, and with a little bit of Spanish words. So that was kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
It was just a little salt and pepper on that.
This is my brother, Hiro.
Welcome to the Nerd Lab.
Yeah. I've never seen electromagnetic suspension on a bike before.
Zero resistance, faster bike. But not fast enough. Yet.
And for you guys, because I mean, the movie is Big Hero 6. Like, growing up, you know, it could be on TV, family, or whatever. Like, who were some of you guys' heroes that could have been like an animation, or it could have been a person that you think, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Mine was Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
But then it was also like the main characters of Breakin'. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of all over the place.
I'm a huge basketball fan, so Michael Jordan was like a superhero.
Oh, yeah.
Just watching him literally
That was
fly.
Yeah.
So that was for me a superhero.
Yeah, you're right. Like Joe Montana, the golden years in San Francisco. Will Clark.
And we always hear the question, you know, acting to being animated, but I mean, you're literally immortalized in these roles, and you know, does that feel different, you know, leaving the set or having this release and knowing that, you know, you're immortalized in this character, you know, kind of forever?
I mean, when you're recording it, I don't really think that you think of how big it really is on a scale, but just a couple weeks ago when John Lasseter had us all for dinner, he did a beautiful speech about how, you know, this movie is gonna live for generations to come, and that kind of drove it home, and I was like, whoa, we are a part of something pretty big.
Yeah, it's really special. You know, as a kid, you grow up with the Disney princesses, and you have the birthday themed parties, and you live in a Disney world, and then you become a part of it. It's just surreal. It's so special.
Yeah. One of the biggest characters physically and literally is Baymax. And here in America, you know, people are all paranoid about, you know, health scares and everything else. Do you think we'll get to a day where we might have a Baymax that could satisfy some of these problems so that nurses aren't contracting infections and
Oh
stuff
my
like
gosh, that's so scary.
I hope so.
I feel like all the technology's out there, like in terms of like you know, MRI scanners or, you know, the right physicians, but to have it all bundled up into one beautiful Baymax, I think would be
It would be
the
wonderful.
day. Yeah.
That's why we need kids to fall in love with science and invent this. We need kids to fall in love with inventing and being innovative, and hopefully we can get this in the future, in the near future.
We certainly don't want to take jobs away from people.
Yeah.
That's the
No.
thing with robots. But in terms of safety, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Well, in this movie, the smart kids are cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for a great performance.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.